Welcome back to the Newport Gulls pregame show. I'm Rob Massey. This is the Broadcasters Roundtable, and I'm joined by the team publicist for the Newport Gulls, Matt Tonis, and Darren Zaslow, the voice of the Danbury Westerners, here tonight. Matt, 24 innings of baseball have been played this week. They have all been against the Ocean State Waves. A long night on Monday night here at Cardines Field. 2 records set for the Newport Gulls and a walk-off victory.
Yeah, 5 hours of baseball is a lot to take, and Newport and Ocean State were there for all 5 of them, playing the very tightly contested game. At first, Newport looked like they were going to pull away early. Ocean State came back and participated in one of the crazier games in Newport Gulls history.
And last night, a pitcher's duel there between Tyler Wilson and Quinn Brody, 2 pitchers that statistically are right there when it comes to being in the NCAA. But Tyler Wilson last night, we found out why he won the A10 Rookie and Pitcher of the Year award. Unfortunately, he did not get a decision as the Gulls won 2-1, but he threw some great stuff.
Yeah, Wilson pitched very well while he was in there, but once he got out, the Newport Gulls bats came alive for just enough time to get a win, get those 2 runs across, and were able to hold on thanks to some great relief pitching, something that the team had gotten away from in recent weeks. There was a strength at the beginning of the season, and now they're trying to get that bullpen, get that pitching rotation back to where they were for the first 2 or 3 weeks of the season.
Now, Darren, the Danbury Westerners are in a different situation than the last time you and I were on a broadcast, as they've been able to get 5 wins on their season, but still in kind of a rough spot. They're in the basement of the Southern Division, and right now we're not talking about playoffs for Danbury. We're talking about winning ball games, but the last time they were here, 2-1 victory over the Newport Gulls. What's the team's mindset coming into tonight?
The biggest thing is just taking it one game at a time. Obviously not looking at playoffs in terms of a regular season division title, but that 4th spot is not too far away here for the Westerners, trying to catch the New Bedford Bay Sox in Danbury's last victory. They out-hit the Gulls 13-5, with the Gulls making 4 errors, kind of spoiling alumni night, I guess you could say. But it was a game where everything finally came together for the Westerners: offense, pitching, and defense. Hopefully they can replicate that here tonight.
And that was something that we talked about the last time you and I were together with Danbury Baseball, that they have the tools to be successful. Right now, Danbury has a lot of players that a lot of changeover since the last time they were even here in Newport in the last week of June.
A lot of new faces, and I feel like that can really help this team kind of spark towards the end of this season. A new center fielder for the Westerners, Jack Sundberg from the University of Connecticut, can definitely provide a spark. A guy who is second team in the American Athletic Conference, has a lot of talent. We'll see what he can do here tonight, and along with the other new faces for the Westerners.
Now, Matt, the Newport Gulls have 2 victories over the Ocean State Waves this week. They look to make it a 3rd here tonight over the Danbury Westerners going into this weekend. The weekend's going to get very tough as you have New Bedford, a trip to Vermont, and now Plymouth, the 2 rescheduled games from the Rainouts from earlier on the week. Tough stretch for the Newport Gulls.
Yeah, they really just need to keep pitching well, and situationally hit, something that had escaped them a little bit during their recent skid. But they need to get back to, and they've been getting back to over the last couple of games, just getting those runs when they need them and making sure the pitching on the back end can close the door. And since that Mystic game, they have done that, getting 2 straight wins against in-state rival, the Ocean State Waves.
Now, Michael Bono gets the start here tonight. What are we looking for out of Bono here tonight on the mound? 5 innings is the minimum, at least, that they expect, but it starts with starting pitching, as that has been really the bullpen has been the issue for the Newport Gulls.
Yeah, if you can get 5 innings is obviously what you need to expect from a starting pitcher, especially in this league. And if you can get anything more than that for you, that's gravy, especially against a team in Danbury who, while they have the talent, have not really put it together at all much this season. So if he can get into 5, 6, 7 innings of baseball, which you can't expect 7 innings, but if he can be efficient over the first 3, he can get deeper and deeper into a ball game. And situational hitting will at least be able to keep him in the game longer. Once he doesn't have to worry about keeping Danbury off the scoreboard completely, he can allow 1 or 2 runs across and still be fine if all goes right for the Gulls today.
And Darren, 13 hits, as you said, the last time the Westerners were here. They were able to get 2 runs off those 13 hits. 4 big errors for the Newport Gulls. What are the Westerners looking to do as far as keys to the game to take another win here and take a 3-1 series lead over the Newport Gulls?
And the last time the Westerners were at Cardines Field, the pitching, the hitting, and the defense all came together. You got to keep in mind it's a Westerner team that's hitting .233 in the NECBL, good for number 9. The pitching has a 4.95 ERA, the worst in the league, also with the worst defense. So the pitching definitely has to step up. Chris Morris has to give the Westerners a quality start. He has to get ahead of goals hitters. The defense has to be consistent like they were the last time here at Cardines Field. And the offense, Who would love to see a 13 hit output from this offense if you're a Westerner fan? I'm sure everybody would. The pitching, defense, and hitting has to come together against a good Gulls ball club.
Well, the Newport Gulls look to make it 3 in a row as far as victories are concerned here tonight against the Westerners and tie the season series against the Danbury Westerners at 2 games apiece. I'll be on the call with Darren Zaslow. Matt Tonis will be on the postgame show, and the pregame show for the Newport Gulls continues next on the NECBL Broadcast Network.